Hello and welcome to today's tutorial, Mathematics Mindset for Personal Development. In today's tutorial, we're going to look at how we are going to represent this on a bar chart. So we have discipline times opportunity equal to result. So in mathematical form, we say we are going to say D times what? O equal to what? R. So this is how we are going to represent this on a bar chart. So please let's stay tuned for how we can actually put this on a bar chart, and we are going to explain it vividly, how we can actually employ this method in our life as an individual to achieve our dreams and goals. So first of all, before I do that, let's read the quote or the statement on the board. So it says that 0 times 100 is equal to 0, and then without discipline, even great opportunity amount to what? 0. So I think this is just straightforward, well understood, right? So mathematically, if you want to deduce it into a mathematical equation, just saying that, you know, in mathematics, 0 times any number result to 0, which give us 0. So that's what it is talking about. So 0 times any number is just 0, which will give us 0. So that's why we have 0 times 100 equal to 0. That is a mathematical proof that any number multiplied by 0 will give us a 0. And this is how we are going to use this to represent it on our bar chart, and how we are going to see how it can actually affect us as an individuals in our life. So 0 times 100 is equal to 0, and then without discipline, even great opportunity amount to 0. So it's just talking about how an individual can be disciplined. Though if there are great opportunities available, there are great resources, there are numerous resources, there are abundance of resources available, but if you are not disciplined in the means of acquiring all these resources and getting all these resources, you can't produce anything. Your output will automatically be 0, or it will be invalid. It's going to be 0. So that's what it talks about. So it is very important as every individual, if you want to achieve your dreams and goals, if you want to meet your inspirations in life, one of the most relevant things you need to consider first is that you need to be very disciplined. Discipline is very essential when it comes to life. Yes, discipline is very essential, because without discipline, how can you become who you want to become in life? Discipline enables us to actually cultivate our talents to become very successful. You get me right? So whatever you are responsible of doing as an individual, whatever you are obligatory of assessing yourself as an individual to get the final product of as every individual, there's a need to be disciplined, and that's what it talks about. So please, without much ado, let's get straight. So before you can get our bar chart, you have to get our intervals. So here, because let's look at the value we have. The highest value here give us 100, so I can decide it's giving us 100, right? So I can decide to choose maybe 20 or 40. That is the intervals I want to choose. 60 and 80 and 100, right? I can get it on my bar chart. And you know that on bar chart you need to get the x and y axis, right? So we are going to get our x and y. First of all, let me get my my x axis and my y axis, right? So it's very important that I have to get them, which is very, very important. So let me start with this. Let me get my line. Okay, I think this one is enough. Here I can actually get what I'm looking for. So right, okay, so I think I can get what I'm looking for here. So I can get what I'm looking for. So now let me start my numbering here. So I'll start here. I have my 0, so I can have my 0 here. So my 0 is here, right? So I can have my 0 start from here, right? My 0 start from here. So let me start with my 20. 20. I have my 40. I have my 60. My 60 here, and I have my 80, and I have 100 here, right? Okay, so now let's see how we can plot it according to what the quote is saying, that 0 times 100 is equal to 0, right? So let's say we are going to get our 0 times 100 here. So precisely, yeah, you get it all right. So our 100 times what? 0, which will automatically give us 0, right? So that is given as 0, so it's given as 0. Okay, now let's get to the 100. There is 100, so it means that 100, any number adding a 0 plus 100 will give us what? That is going to be discipline plus opportunity is 100%, right? Discipline plus opportunity is 100%. When you are disciplined and the opportunity is there, it's 100%. So we are going to say that we are going to get our that is, let me represent it by the variable. So d plus o, which is going to give us 100. So right, so I'll say d plus o, d plus o here will give us 100, right? Okay, so we are getting our 100 here. So please don't forget, D stands for discipline and O stands for opportunity, right? Okay, now from here we can trace to our 100. So we can trace to our 100. We want to get 100 on the bar chart. Okay, so from here I can trace my 100. This is my 100. So let me start with a broken line so that I can get a perfect line on this. So I can get my 100 here, which, so I'm getting my 100. So automatically I can get my 100 here on the bar chart, right? So please let me do so that it can look very beautiful. Sorry, let me do it so that it can look very beautiful here. So okay, oh, my line is very crooked, sorry for that. Okay, I want to get something nice. Okay, so precisely, okay, this is actually what I'm trying to get. So now so I can, let me just label it so that it can look very beautiful and attractive. So this is my bar chart. Actually, this is what I'm trying to explain. This is what I'm trying to put on a bar chart. This is what I'm just trying to put on a bar chart. So as I'm saying that, this is how actually we can represent this on a bar chart, right? So this is talking about discipline and opportunity. A lot of people have had opportunities, they have lost it because of the act of indiscipline. But some people, because they are disciplined, the opportunity, they are able to grab it. So that is just a simple representation about this quote. So precisely, you can actually get what I'm trying to explain here. So we have gotten our 100, right? So actually we can trace and get our 100, right? We can trace and get our 100 here, right? So this is what is actually giving us, right? So in all, what I'm just trying to explain here is that life, as every individual, the most relevant thing you need to know is that sometimes it's not about getting the opportunities. Some people have gotten the opportunities, but they have not been able to utilize them because of the act of indiscipline. Some people they had opportunity which they can make use of them because of the act of indiscipline. they've lost all those opportunities. They've missed them. And then they begin to complain, blaming people, blaming the society, blaming the government, blaming the nation. Just go within yourself and think of whatever opportunity you've lost and what result to that losing that opportunity because of the act of indiscipline. So as every individual, one thing, we have to be very disciplined at all the time. You have to be very disciplined, and this can help you to achieve your dreams and goals. And that is what I'm just trying to put on this paragraph. So this is Kofi. Kofi, here is Kofi. Kofi, the opportunity is there. So Kofi, this is Kofi. Let's cite example. So I have Kofi here, right? This is Kofi. I have Kofi here, and I have Ama here. So what is the difference between Kofi and Ama? What is the difference? What is the difference between Kofi and Ama? Kofi has scored 0, which is 0. When we are tracing it, it's 0. Nothing. So Kofi, let's KB what? Kofi. So Kofi, okay, let me use this before. Kofi is called what? 0. Do you get me? Kofi is called what? 0. But Ama equal to what? 100%. So the difference between Kofi and Ama is that Kofi had the opportunity, but he has lost it because he has not made use of it because of the act of indiscipline. But Ama had opportunity and he made use of it because of his discipline. And that is just what I'm just saying, that as every individual, you have to be very disciplined in every field that you find yourself. And this is going to actually help you to attain your dreams and your goals. Please, if you find this video very interesting, this teaching educative, please don't forget to follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am on all social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Please try to push this video, and I'm ever ready to give you more tutorials like this. I remain ADEK-ROAR, your motivational speaker and your only actor. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next class. Bye.